And boop. I probably should do like a little bit of that, and then. Oh, it would help if I did that. There we go. And then we need that and that. Okay, I think I have all the things set up. Maybe, possibly, maybe. No. There we go. It's like something's not right about this. My face is not what was right. Congrats on grabbing first. There you are. I am here. I am still here. One of these days, I'm gonna take off the cap for that, and like, I'm just not gonna be here, and you guys are gonna be so confused. It's gonna be great. And I mean, it's just gonna reveal the fact that I've been an AI all along. But you know what? That's okay. That's fine. That's how the secret will come out, probably. So to catch you guys up to speed, because it's been a while since we've been over here, or at least it feels like it has been anyway. We're gonna be playing some Twitch SMP, and we're actually gonna be digging for the most part today. I'm gonna try to dig for a couple of hours. You know, I haven't done any more of the draining since last time, and I feel bad about that, but I've just been really, really busy with a lot of other things. Blank, Tamishi, and Silence Watson are both online right now, and very, very funny people. Okay, like seriously, if you haven't checked them out, go look them up on Twitch. They're cool people. But what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be just peeling away layers for a couple of hours. I'm really tired today. I was up late last night talking to the one and only PC Gus. And we were talking until like 6:30 in the morning, which isn't a problem. However, 6:30 is like the time that well, at my worst when it came to sleep schedules, that was probably when I was going to bed. And I really don't want to go back to that. So I need to be sure that I actually sleep tonight as well. Probably a little more than what I did today, just to be safe. And then I also have like a couple of things I need to get done today. Like there's a video I'm supposed to record. I'm supposed to be working on that. I was gonna do that earlier today and I didn't. And then you know, just trying to get caught up on things, hopefully, because I'm already falling behind this month and we're only 9 days in. Or 8 days in, sorry. I can't even keep track of the days. Like, it's that bad. But, you know, it's okay. We're chilling. We're here. Hello, Coral. You're at on 120 tax submissions. GG's, dude. Hello, Droby. Welcome in as well. I'm gonna say if there's a deep fate... I'm not going to say if there's a deep fate king training right now. That's fair. That is fair. Quite honestly, as funny as it would be for me to one day just swap myself out with an AI, I think you guys would be able to figure it out. Like, not super quickly, maybe, but, like, within a couple of hours, I think maybe you'd be able to figure it out. Maybe. I don't know. The longer an AI goes, the quicker the more mistakes it starts to make. And that's usually how you end up catching it, is just about the length of video. But on the inverse of that, there's also, you know, the fact that, like, sometimes it's extra convincing because of the fact that you have, like, so many because you're immersed in that video. So, like, if something unrealistic happens, it's a lot easier for you to brush off because you've already seen a couple of other things that are ever so slightly off. Busy Mizzy. I need to also undeafen there. There we go. There we go. Let's see. You're too unpredictable for an AI to replicate you. That's kind of something I've found. I have tried to train AI a little bit just to see if it can dupe me. But the problem is AI it runs off of an algorithm, essentially, trying to predict what you would say and do. And I don't say and do things super consistently because I'm so sleep drunk half the time. Which is precisely why I'm also keeping this stream shorter. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I only slept for a couple of hours last night, so, you know, it's okay. We're here now. Okay, Jorby, you have a poll here. Hang on. I'm just gonna read it, and then I'll let you guys vote. But I'm not gonna be able to write all that out on a poll. Visit family for a month and not work on videos, or be super productive throughout a month, but stay at home the vast majority of time. Stay home, work, visit family, no work. I think that's kind of the gist of it. Jorby's dilemma. Helps be spelled dilemma, right? Why can't I spell dilemma? Ah, it was the extra M. There we go. Okay, I would say, that's very tough. Is there like a in-between where you could do like 2 weeks with your family and then 2 weeks with the videos? In that case, I would say do two weeks of video. And then after those 2 weeks, hopefully you've built up enough content that you wouldn't have to miss uploads. And then you could go spend time with your family. Hello, Fannin. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. My personal answer would be to be productive. Because I already visit family a lot. And for once, I need to lock in. That's fair. Can I have a shout out? I don't usually do shout outs. It's not good for your channel. Because we don't necessarily always have the same content. Which is, it's just gonna hurt your channel having an inflated subscriber count, but no viewers, you know? What's up? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. I would say, Jorby, if you can. It says now work instead of no work. Oh, well, I meant no work. me spell good. You deserve it? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. I mean, I will never be able to dictate what I do and don't deserve. I am not a fair judge upon myself. And that is something I recognize. So I appreciate that. It's very, very nice of you to say. What console are you playing on? I'm playing on Minecraft Java Edition right now. Jorby, I would say honestly do what you want to do, though. If you feel like you don't need to hang out with your family this next month, really, then that's a-okay. If you feel like right now is a good time for you to work on videos and you're inspired, then you should 100% do it. You know, videos they're very time-consuming, but the problem is you can only work on them while you're inspired. Otherwise, the output product is next to cow manure. Maybe it'll grow some things, but it's not something that you're gonna necessarily enjoy spreading around either, you know? I feel like that's a pretty good descriptor there. Also, I love how the title is Trophies Dilemma rather than what would you do? Main character energy. Main character energy. That was an actual question. That's a I thought it was a hypothetical question situation. I'm actively visiting fam right now. Oh, okay, I got you. I've been there. Visiting family when you'd much rather be doing other things. I will say it sucks when that's like the time that it falls into, because it's like I'd much rather be doing work and such. But I will say you will always be able to find time to get work done, but eventually the clock runs out on time to visit with family. So try to treasure it if you can. It may not make it suck less, but you might find a little bit of enjoyment. Who knows? And I will like and tell all my friends to see your videos and sub. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. What are you doing right now? I'm currently digging out a huge hole, and I can go ahead and show you guys this really quick. So this is just 1/4 of the project. As you can see, there's a much larger area here. We are going to be draining out this whole ocean, and we're going to be digging down to bedrock. And then we're going to be putting a huge city inside of it with skyscrapers and stuff, and then there's going to be a huge dome put over top of it as well. What's your top donation? That's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. Probably it was from Neko on Twitch. That guy used to give me like $100 a month. And he would save it around special events so that he could give more on those days. So it would probably be like $75 or so. Let's see. I have so many Minecraft PvP ideas just from listening to music a lot. I'm so brain rotted. Hey man, gotta work. You gotta get some of those ideas on paper, or at the very least, if they're not on paper, write them down somewhere. That's the big thing. That just gets the creative juices flowing a little bit. Write it down, kind of plan out some of the ideas you've got for it, and create it as soon as you can, because when that idea is there and it feels like something you actually want to do, it makes it a whole lot more bearable to actually edit. Finally, a YouTuber that responds to me. I'm sorry that people don't respond to you. I try to read chat as much as I can. Sometimes I get caught off on tangents and I forget to read, or I miss messages. I do try not to, if I can. Isn't that the one guy that got banned, though? Yeah, he did get banned. Neko wasn't fantastic. He was probably mixed up in a lot of things that he really shouldn't have been. But on top of that, he said a lot of things that weren't very nice. I was invited to go to the beach all this week, but it is way too hot. That's fair. It is pretty hot. Right now anyway. It's so hard to get you down. I still think a character of you would be so cool, like a chat one. I agree. It's hard to get you down, though, because you talk to chat and talk about yourself. Yeah, you can't... I mean, you can directly import what I say on stream to an AI, but you'd have to, like, really sort through the data set so that it understands how I talk. And the problem, again, is just the fact that because I usually am talking as if I'm talking to a group of people rather than just an individual, there's a lot of dialect choices and word choices that I make that it makes it very, very hard to train an AI off of me. Paying for the rent single-handedly. Oh no, Coral, I'm so sorry. This is... What? Jared, the subway representative? I don't even know who you are, the thing. I'm gonna be so honest. What the heck? Are you family friendly? I try to be. Although I am usually, on that line. I say things that I probably shouldn't. But, you know, I don't swear. So, if that's your main concern, you're good. I don't understand how people pay so much for plugins. Like, don't get me wrong, plugins they do take a lot of time. But I've had to crack open so many plugins, just for myself, so that King SMP can run. And, it hurts me finding out that some people have paid like thousands of dollars for some of these plugins, and it's like, I could probably help you make stuff like that. Now, certain plugins, like for example, the Reaper SMP plugin you're talking about, I have no clue how that one works under the hood. I could probably figure it out, but 200 is at least reasonable. Thousands of dollars, that's insane to me. Yo, how's life? Life's pretty good. I'm pretty tired. I was up till 6:30 a.m. talking to a friend last night. Or I guess this morning at this point. So I'm pretty tired, reasonably so, but I'm chilling. I can speak Chinese, definitely not using a translator. Nice, that's cool. Hey you, welcome to the stream. I believe that's Russian, but please keep it English only. I can't moderate other languages, so it's preferred that you can keep it English only. Technically, to be fair, it was a very shoddy plugin, so if anything, that makes my point less fair. Like, when we got scammed. I mean, yeah, if it's not a well-done plugin and they just took their money and ran with it, then yeah, I do see your point where it's kind of like, yeah, you know, was not really what you paid for. You didn't get what you paid for. But at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like there's a lot of people out there who take advantage of creators, whether it be content creators who just need thumbnail artists or edits, or if they're working on Minecraft servers and they need builds, or they need you know, they need this or that. You know, there's a lot of content creators out there who just get scammed because they pay for something, and then what they end up actually receiving isn't really what they asked for, which is unfortunate. Let's see. Do you want to hear a poem? Sure. Can I donate? I can donate $50. I mean, I can't tell you what to do with your money. I would appreciate it, but that's up to you. Quite honestly, I prefer that everybody keep their money in their wallets, but if that's something you genuinely want to do and you want to give it to me, I cannot tell you what to do with it. Now, I don't have super chats enabled, and I don't have a donation link set up, so it's gonna be a little bit, because super chats are actually... I'm hoping to have them by the end of this week, but YouTube has the feature locked for me still. But, I'm hoping to have it by the end of this week. We'll see. I really wanted it for my birthday. Not that I think people would have given me anything for my birthday anyway on YouTube, but I wanted the option there, because I've had a lot of people ask how they can give money, and yeah, I always end up with a disappointed answer I'm like, I would love for you to be able to if that's what you want to do, but unfortunately, it's just not something that I have fully set up. And I know I need to get just on it. I need to finish working on the website so you guys can go donate through there. I need to set up, set up the website. That's really the big one. If I get that done, it wouldn't matter whether I have super chats enabled or not. Let's see. Swifty with a follow time of 2 years, 2 months, and 18 days. Jeez, dude. Try to be as crazy. I mean, it's true, though. I've given you roughly $275 of stuff. That's insane, Swifto. You're insane, dude. What's a plugin? A plugin is like a mod, but it's only on the server. So it changes something small about the server's behavior. So that can be things like, I mean, it can really be anything. It could be as little or as big as what you want. One thing that's like an example of a plugin is when somebody does like /spawn, which we don't have on this server, but one that we do have is like /spin. Which all it does is just spin the player round and round and round, or /sit, which makes the player sit down. Those are examples of plugins, or the little live tag next to my name. Again, another plugin. So you can have those set up on the server, but the player themselves don't have to have any mods installed to see it, which is the really important part, really. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm all caught up. What's the name of the shaders? I'm using Complementary Reimagined. So you can see up there those bubbly clouds. That's the one I have. There's Complementary Unbound, which has more realism in terms of the clouds, but I prefer the bubble clouds. If you do exclamation mark shaders in the chat, it will actually give you the link to the video I made about my shaders. Because I do tweak some of the settings. I bump up the saturation by, I believe, 0.50, which is a decent amount of saturation, but it makes everything feel a little more vibrant and alive. Let's see. Once I'm back from vacay, I'll do something to belated celebrate your birthday. Sorry, I missed out on doing something all the time. No, dude, you're fine. Don't ever feel like you guys have to do anything for me, okay? Like, I'm okay with you guys just being, or genuinely. Like, if I wanted you guys to pay for my content, I'd be on a different platform. Like, I'm happy to provide stuff for free. I'm glad that you guys enjoy being here, and I hope to keep doing this. You know, that's the big one. Don't ever feel like you have to do anything for me to, you know, make up for my birthday or to say thank you. You know, just being here is enough for me. Gorby, you've been following for 10 months, 1 day, and 20 hours. GG's, dude. Let's see. This guy just thought I was a random fiber customer, not gonna lie. Dang. Bro's been taking advantage of everybody, then, it sounds like. I had a car crash? I'm sorry. Hopefully everybody's okay. I play on console. You good? Consoles are cool. I used to play on the Xbox 360 edition of Minecraft. That was my go-to for a while. But, I finally was on Java, man. My life changed been really nice. Or, you know, you can use plugins to add literal teleport rocks and soul shards. Oh, that's cool. I would say, okay, yeah, I'm not reading that out loud, and you're getting banned. There we go. See how that worked? That I think that worked pretty good. Okay. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Hello, Snow White. Welcome to the stream. The story is that I was on my scooter and my mom told me that a car is coming, and me being me, thinking that it was a joke because it's April Fool's, then that happened. I got $18,000. Well, that's nice. At least you got some settle. I mean, I don't know if you went to court over it. It may have just been settlement. But at least you got a little bit of money out of it. Hopefully you're okay, though. New AI King. Who this? A new model is trading? Oh, boy. That's scary. That is scary. Also, I will celebrate your birthday, and I will do something cool for it, and I will use the opportunity to make a video out of this. Okay. I do want to talk about that, actually. So, my friend, the one and only PC Gus, made a YouTube short about me. And I kid you not, I probably watched it like 100 times. I sat there and watched it and watched it and watched it, and he's literally one of the nicest people out there. He's very, very, very genuine guy. So being one of his YouTube shorts was kind of nice. It was really sweet of him to think of me and do anything. I mean, he didn't have to spend the time, but he chose to, and you know, I appreciate that. What do you mean? Okay. Anyway, and it's my birthday, but thank you for responding. No worries. Happy birthday. Hope you have had a good day so far, and that you continue to have a good day today. I just toss those in there. Toss some deep slate. Okay. I don't really have enough inventory space here. I'm just gonna start not picking up stuff and just letting it despawn, I think, because I don't know if I have the willpower. I don't know if I have the willpower to just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't speak Chinese, so I'm going to have to take that to Google Translate and hope it does a good enough job. Translate. There. Nice to meet you. Oh, nice to meet you too. Let's see, so my follow-versary to this channel will be in about 2 months, bet. I've been here for almost a year. Heck yeah, man. That's crazy to me. All that time has flown by so incredibly quickly. So the fact that it's been that long is mental. Absolutely mental. I subscribed and liked. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's always appreciated. We're getting really close to 1,250 subs, which is crazy to me. We're actually on track to probably be to overtake my Twitch in follower count, which is gonna be absolutely crazy to me. But I'm here for it. I love working on YouTube. I just need to work on it some more, is the truth. But it's always nice seeing you guys popping in and seeing all the support you guys have thrown my way. It's like I don't understand it, but I definitely appreciate all the support that you guys throw my way. I mean, seriously, incredible. Let's see, I got my ACT test scores. Nice. How'd it go, if you don't mind me asking? And my friends to subscribe to you? Well, appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, how long have you been playing Minecraft? I've been playing Minecraft for about 13 years now. It's been a long journey playing Minecraft, but I'm here for it. I love the game so much, and I don't know what I'd do without it, in all honesty. Let's see. Skeleton horses are giving... Hang on. Hey, sit up straight. There we go. Skeleton horses are giving me Deltarune flashbacks, and it's both terrifying and absolutely aura. One singular note has taken over my mind. Pretty sure that's the Dark Truth leitmotif. Not saying the entire leitmotif, but one singular note. Gotcha. Interesting. There's a good chance, I mean... There's only so many notes that you can have, so there's a good chance that you may hear a sound and a note in a certain tone and a certain octave, and it would 100% be able to remind you of other songs. So that's really cool, though, that you're able to pick that out of it. You could be probably really into sound design at some point. It sounds like you already have a natural ear for it to some degree. What's your dream? Like my dream for life or for content? Like, I've got a lot of dreams, and I could talk your guys' ears off about them if you wanted me to. Just for this week, or month, or year even. And like I said, I don't mind talking your guys' ear off about all of my dreams, but I do wanna make sure I answer your actual question first, though. A combined score is higher than the national average of most high school juniors and seniors, and with the score I got, I can technically get to that one school, really good college in my state if I wanted to. Nice. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. Keep up the good work. You're a really good student, and I know it feels like that's useless, but it's not. This is how you get scholarships and how you get into colleges without going into debt too, so keep it up, seriously. Let's see, for life and content. Okay, I would say my dreams for life. Ooh, that one's a lot more deep than just content. So my dreams for life would be that would be find happiness, find a girl, get married, have kids, and be present in my family. And then for content, it would be make some amount of sustainable income out of it, because right now that's like, this is the only thing keeping me from going into the red, financially speaking. I'm in a very tight position where the job market sucks, and I don't have anything else, but this seems to be working, and it's keeping me afloat, and it's doing it for a reason. And I enjoy doing it too, so being able to do this full time would be amazing. I got ads. If thou hast responded to my chat message, I haven't yet to hear those words. I'm back. Welcome back. I'm sorry that you were in ads. I did read it. I was just saying, if you were able to kind of pick out a note that out of like a sound or something from the Skeleton Horse and able to line it up to a song, that's actually really cool, and you might be able to even be able to get into sound design at some point, because it sounds like you already have a somewhat good thought process for it. Whether you even mean to be able to do that or not, it sounds like you have a natural talent just to picking out sounds and hearing them elsewhere, which is really cool. Do not give up. Okay, I will never give up. No, never, ever, ever give up. Because the second you give up on your dreams, the second you become old and cranky, and I can only be old. So, we're not giving up. Also, Cheek, it's good to see you, dude. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. My back is killing me. Another 12-hour shift first thing. I don't blame you, dude. That's awful. I'm sorry. Take some ibuprofen if you can. I don't know if it would help you or not too much, because it just depends on why your back hurts. Maybe you could ice it tonight as well, which would help. And, you'll get through it. You'll get through it. It's gonna be rough still, but I believe in you. Third 12-hour shift of the week. How many, do you have any more shifts this week? Because that would put you at 36 hours right there. I mean, they could definitely line you up with one more, but hopefully they give you the rest of the week off, right? I really should be dropping the stone, because deep slate is more important right now. It kind of sucks to mine. So there we go. Okay, we're good. The world is done for if creepers are real. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you're right. Creepers... Oh, man. Creepers are interesting creatures, are they not? Firebird, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. King, I dare you to play at least 5 seconds of The Dark Truth from the Deltarune Chapter 2 OST. Probably not today, but maybe eventually. I kind of want, I mean, this has nothing to do with what you said, kind of. Well, it kind of does. It has something to do with music. Music streams and stuff. I want to set up a document so you guys can request some songs. Because I actually have learned a couple of songs from Undertale before. And, I'm sure Deltarune also has a great soundtrack. And so I was kind of thinking about that. But I can't play music right now. And I want to talk to you guys about this because it's really interesting. Today I was playing, you know, my guitar. I was playing a little harder than what I usually do. Linkin Park was just hitting right, and Let You Fade, or, yeah. Let You Fade and Good Things Go were in my mind heavily. And so I was playing. I also played Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. Dang good song. I played so hard, and my fingers, they have a callus on them. I don't know if you guys can really see them all that well, really. Try to get it to focus on my fingertips is pretty hard. But there's a callus on my fingertips. Well, my middle finger. The callus is still very much there, but underneath the skin, I have done something to my tendon. And anytime I use my middle finger to apply pressure to something, it hurts, like, a lot. So I have to take a couple of days away from doing anything quote-unquote strenuous, which includes playing guitar, because I've been informed that that could be early signs of trigger finger. It could be a lot of hyperextensions and possible ligament tears, and it's like, that's not good stuff, you know? Not my favorite thing in the world. So I'm gonna try to take 2 days off, and if it still hurts after that, I may go to the doctor about it, because I can't just not play guitar. I enjoy playing my guitar a lot, and to lose that ability would suck. And it also just hurts right now because I'm applying pressure to my keyboard to push down a key, and it hurts. So, you know, it's a miserable way to live, really. But yeah, playing music especially is painful, which isn't great. Let's see, I have 5 12-hour shifts. I need money, I need to work. That's fair. Just make sure you're getting plenty of sleep and you're getting rest. 'Cause it sounds like you're in for a world of pain. But like you said, the crazy overtime would be nice. That's good. Learn break stuff by Limp Bizkit. Bet. Okay, gotcha. I mean, but if there's a golem, we're chilling. Oh, like copper golem? Yeah, copper golems are cool. Copper golems are really cool. You can't flip people off. I know, it's awful. I love Iris. Iris is so good. I want to play it for you guys sometime. I watched the performance of Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls on July 4th, 2004 in the rain. I don't know how many of you guys are like fans of the Goo Goo Dolls in general, but that video is very iconic. It is the best. It might rival the recording, the studio recording of the song. So it's kind of like, you know. Is that Steve on the bed? Yes, it is. Hello, Faraday. Welcome on in. I can give you the file to play with the Wii controller. I am in a world of pain. I'm sorry, man. Hopefully you can feel better soon. Learn Iron Man, Black Sabbath. I could probably... I don't know if I can play it without my middle finger. I'm trying to think. I used to play it a decent amount. And I would do the power chords for it, because that's how you play those songs, is power chords. Power chords are fun. I don't know if I can do it without my middle finger. As it is right now, I don't even like touching my keyboard with my middle finger. It's just not feeling too hot. Looks like Minecraft movie, Jack Black. Yep, that is who is on my bed. Oh, that middle finger joke, can I relate to a lot? And my literal soul giggled. Oh, fell down. But yeah, more Black Sabbath could do good. I wanted to learn Paranoia, was it? I like that song from Black Sabbath. Learn Victim of Love by the Eagles. Crazy riff and a lesser known song. I don't know that one off the top of my head. I'll have to see if I can figure that one out. Paranoia, yeah, let's go. I also, if I ever get around to doing a cover album, you guys are definitely getting Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana. I know we've talked about that one before, Cheek, so it's come to mind right now. Love that song so much. Did you one time play Roblox? I have played Roblox one time in my entire life. And it was for a stream where one of my viewers kept asking me, and I was like, okay, I'll let you pick the game in Roblox and we'll play it, and if I like it, we'll play it again. I did not enjoy it, though. What did you play? I don't remember. I actually don't remember at all. It was a long time ago. It was like three and a half years ago, probably. Maybe even longer ago than that. Let's see. Go all day. The Buddy Holly riff. Ooh, yes. Can't forget Weezer. You cannot forget Weezer. At least you tried it. That's true. That is true. Also, hello, Ellen Lee. It's good to see you again. Love Weezer. Heck yeah. I honestly, I don't understand the hate for Weezer. There's a lot of people who hate Weezer, and I just don't understand. Okay, guess what? Chicken butt? Bruh. I just got chicken butted. I can't believe this. They say you're a PG streamer, but to this day I'm curious, what's the limit of what's acceptable in this chat? Because there's PG streamers and there's PG streamers. That's a good question. And I have a hard time setting the boundary perfectly. Because it's like, I don't know what everybody else considers PG. And I know what I'd probably consider PG is not what most people would consider PG. I try to generally just go with the whole no cursing rule, but even then there's nuance there as well, where some people say that's not a curse word and others do. It's all about where in the world you live. Even in the US, some of those words are debated to be whether or not they're even offensive, and it's like, you know, it makes it hard. It makes it really, really hard. My general rule is if you wouldn't hear it in like a PG movie, then you probably shouldn't say it in chat. But that's more so about individual words. We sometimes get into topics, though, that aren't really family friendly. I mean, we talk about some heavy things. And, you know, that's perfectly okay. And I mean, I'm not one to make a couple of really layered jokes, let's say. Double chocolate cookie. Heck yeah. We bring the boom. The PG streamers are just G streamers. Usually. A lot of, well, I don't know. There's a lot of PG streamers out there who are flat out just straight up very strict PG. They're usually G. You're absolutely right. But there's a lot that are like, I try to go with a hermitcraft approach to it. For the most part, that's kind of where I draw my line for a lot of things. So like, there's a lot of sus jokes that we say, and things that I probably shouldn't say necessarily, but it's not like I'm... When you pop into my stream, it's not like you're listening to a hip-hop song or any pop song from the 80s and 90s. Like, when you listen to my stream, you're not getting, you're not getting Love Shack by the B-52s, you know? You're getting, I don't know, probably something more edgy, but not explicit. Although King can drop a verse, Linkin Park, okay? Linkin Park is up there, and I can keep up with Mike Shinoda, okay? That's all I'm saying. I don't know if I could pull up any that would sound good with just acapella. I got one streamer of mine that's G, but who in this chat would make a sus joke? I doubt any of y'all would, except maybe Mr. Eggnog. I make a lot. I make a lot of sus jokes. And I regret it sometimes, but also I don't. Life's too short to have regrets, and my thought process is if you can pick up on it being a sus joke, then you're old enough to appreciate it. If you're too young to understand it, it's not necessarily going to make you go ask your mom, like, why did he say this? It's like, oh, I don't quite understand that, but it's okay. Like, I'm not, like, saying words that wouldn't be... I wouldn't say something that's... I'm not saying anything that would get a very biological discussion out of your parents with you. That's my more important thought, you know? I want my nieces and nephew to be able to watch this, so... when they're older, not right now. I mean, right now, they're still watching Bluey, you know? Nothing wrong with Bluey. Bluey slaps, okay? I stand by that. But, you know, it's... You know, they're not gonna be able to watch this kind of stuff yet anyway. But, you know, when they're, like, 12 years old, you know, I want them to still be able to watch my streams and their parents not have to worry about what's going on in it, you know? Let's see. So are you PG or G? That's the main difference. That level of language is difference to me. Because if I'm going to suggest a game like Deltarune to a streamer like you, I need to be sure. I mean, I would say okay. For my own personal speech, I would be considered G in terms of language. I don't use any... Well, I say crap, which would probably be considered... At one point in time, that would have been not in a G-rated movie. I would say nowadays you might hear it, but it would probably just get bumped up to PG because of other reasons instead. I would be G+. That's what I would say. I'm G+, you know? It's a little higher than G, but I don't swear, like, at all. There's no minor offenses, really. Just, like... It's... I don't know how to explain it, I guess. Let me go ahead and read up on chat. Can you listen to Horizon? Horizon. I feel like I've heard Horizon. Hang on. Boop. Horizon. Are you talking about Bring Me the Horizon? I've listened to some of their songs. Which ones have I listened to by Bring Me the Horizon? I've definitely listened to a couple of songs. I know the album, that's The Spirit, but what do I know from there? Drown. I know Drown from that one. That one was a good song. Surely I know more of their stuff, but I'm not seeing anything that looks like something I know right now. Hello, King. Hello, Brittany. Welcome on in. How's your day? My day is doing pretty good. We're just chilling today. Let's see. Okay. Are you building something or just collecting stone? Both, like Swifty said. I am digging a big hole, and then I'm going to be taking the resources. Although right now I'm just letting most of the resources despawn. So we're draining out the water. We're digging down to bedrock. When we hit bedrock, we'll put like a huge couple of skyscrapers down here. It's going to be awesome. I ask my mom about everything you say. That's a dangerous thing. Your mom probably hates me. Bluey sucks, and I will stand by that. Bruh. Bluey's swag. How dare you? Bluey is epic. Also, hello. How are you? Hello, Panda. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for submitting your taxes. Especially if they don't. Bluey doesn't suck on its own, but grown adults who obsess over the show suck. Especially if they don't have kids. As a kid's show, it's fine for kids. That's fair. I can get that. Yeah, if it's like your one... I don't understand. I wouldn't watch it on my own. But if I'm sitting there with my niece and nephew, I don't mind watching Bluey. Outside, like, unless it's a childhood show of mine, there's very few shows I could sit there and watch with my niece and nephew and tolerate it for more than an episode or two. Whereas Bluey, on the other hand, I could sit there and watch, like, 7 episodes with them. Because it's not annoying. And I don't know why so many children's shows are just annoying, but the characters just aren't it usually. Let's see. Sleep. Why do you have a problem with that? I think the only issue is the rumor I've heard about people who watch Bluey instead of going to therapy. I mean, I could, if you find healing in a show, fine, but obsessing over the show because you find healing in it is questionable. And I think it should open the door for you to go to therapy. It shouldn't just be your therapy. But I don't know. Let's see. I also want the redstone. Let me. Oop. Okay. How's your day? My day's been good. Thank you for asking. It's like Disney adults. That's fair. I like Disney, and I do watch their new stuff, and I enjoy their parks, but I do not obsess over it. It's not my one personality trait. It's like just one part of me. And I get excited about it. Like, I mean, I'll talk your guys' ear off about Disney if you really wanted me to. But I understand it's not everybody's thing, and I'm okay with that. That's what I have an issue with a lot of people who obsess over things, especially like Disney and Bluey, for example. They don't understand when you're not as obsessed as they are. And that might just be a generalization, and that's not fair. I don't know. But in my experiences, that's been the case where it's like how come you don't love insert thing here? It's the best thing ever. You just aren't doing it right. And it's like, no. Let's see. I understand if it people that makes their whole personality blue, though. That's concerning. Yeah, that crashed because of the mind block weren't moving. Yeah, we had sometimes get a little bit of a lag spike sometimes. So when it comes to your speech, G+, but what's the rest of the sentence? Oh, right. Sorry. When it comes to games that I play on stream, I do try to pick out games that aren't at least I try to pick games that aren't explicit, especially. But if it's like, you know, I played Doom, and I was gonna play Doom Eternal. You know, those aren't family-friendly games. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's no swearing in them, but there's a lot of gore. There's a lot of violence in general. So I think, you know, it wouldn't be a problem if there was swearing in that stream. I would still keep myself G+, but, you know, it's like, in the context of the game, no kid should be sitting there watching that anyway, and the stream is very much explicitly stated to be a rated M game. Any game that I know has swearing in it, I can at least deter people with it, saying, like, this game isn't for everyone, blah, 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 and that's okay, you know? Even when I play Minecraft sometimes, if I'm playing with people that I know might swear, I do make that known. I just say it on stream before we get too deep into things. Like, we're playing with some of my friends, they swear, I don't. They're gonna try to keep it family friendly, but things might slip out, and I just say that just to make sure everybody's on the same page and that, you know, nobody's caught off guard by it, you know. And that's what I also do when it comes to raids, you know. If I'm ending a stream and I get a notification popping up that says this streamer is rated for mature audiences only, I do say, like, hey, guys, just so you know, this person will probably be saying a lot of words that I don't say, and that's okay. But this is just a good chance for you guys to hop out before we get there, and that's what we do. Let's see. And with Disney adults, hang on, I gotta scroll up so I get the full context of all this. I've had to interact with many people obsessed over it. No kids, full adult, and they are the weirdest people I've ever met. Same with Disney adults, that's fair. I've seen firsthand very weird people who idolize this kid's cartoon, like saying Shaggy from Scooby-Doo is my sugar daddy. That's weird, yeah. Drastic comparison, I know, but still, point stands. Also, Rag, I finished the letter, and I cooked so hard. 10 out of 10 letter. Heck yeah, man, let's go. How many days? We are on day number 13,624. This is a 24/7 server, though, so that's why. Now I'm starting to plan and construct the heart-shaped box, Kurt Cobain style. Lovely. You know what heart-shaped box is a metaphor for, right? Yeah, I wasn't gonna burst your bubble. I think it would still be cool to make a heart-shaped box, but just, you gotta rewrite the meaning of it if you're gonna do it, and make that expressingly clear. I think from what you've told me about her, she would still enjoy it as a gift, but make sure she knows that you know, make sure that, yeah. Just because I don't want her to have the wrong impression. I wasn't gonna burst your bubble, because I liked the idea personally, but oh boy. Yeah, honestly, with how gamer you are, a Deltarune Undertale stream series for me would be peak. I will think about it. I'm wanting to get rid of, like, any non-Minecraft streams, in all honesty. Not because I hate anything that's not Minecraft, but just because, for the sake of my channel and for my own well-being, I need to cut back a little bit. And, unfortunately, you know, that means, like, Wednesday streams are probably on the chopping block right now, and I have no clue what's gonna happen when Twitch SMP ends. And I mean, I've talked about it possibly King SMP is gonna get, not the axe entirely, but it might get a little bit of a break. We don't know. There's a lot of things up in the air about that. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hello, welcome on in. Let me get you some shoutouts. How is it going, Emerald? You guys are playing some Minecraft. I saw that. I was actually lurking for a little bit. Ooh, don't raid. Do not raid. I typed the wrong command. Shout out. There we go. Ignore me, guys. I'm a little stupid at times. Very special. There's some shoutouts. If you guys haven't already, be sure to follow Emerald's Ace. They were playing some Minecraft. I believe it was like some lore stuff going on a server. But welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. I'll make a regular box. You should have burst my bubble. I'm oblivious a lot of times. That's okay. We wouldn't have you any other way. Your deepfake is unhinged. That's scary. Considering getting back into consistent streaming, cutting back my streams has not helped me focus on editing at all. And you should definitely still do streams. Make it not super long streams if you can avoid it. So do like a 2-hour stream and then do some editing, or do some editing and then a 2-hour stream. That might help a little bit. Let's see. Don't worry, I get it. You actually came to the conclusion of what it is faster than me. Let's see. Yes, welcome on Raiders. If you need a raid and run, Emerald, please feel free to do so. I know it's getting a little closer to lunchtime. If you need a raid and run, please feel free to do so. But we'll be chilling. We're going to be digging. I'll show you guys really quick what we're doing. We got this big hole here. And for about the next hour or so, I'm going to be digging this hole closer and closer to bedrock. Over here, all this sucks. This is all water. We're not messing with that today, though. Yeah, but about for the next hour or so, this is what I'm going to be doing. Let's see. Or a box with a hidden compartment that you can open with a ring. No innuendos right there, right? No. No. I think you're good. Probably. More than likely. And what you could do is you could make that compartment heart-shaped in and of itself. So it's a heart inside of a box, but not a heart-shaped box. That might... I don't know. That would be... probably more appropriate. I might still ride the line, though. I don't know. Just wanted to make a Nirvana reference. Don't tempt me to try and make one. Gosh. I'm trying to think of a Nirvana reference you could make. They're not really known for their love songs, you know? I mean, some of the lyrics are actually, like, if you really think about it, they're kind of endearing, but then he proceeds to make it really, really awful in the very next lyrics. So it's kind of like you gotta chop and choose some parts of it. Look at her can of beans. There you go. Kurt Cobain style. Bro's just wanting to shoot himself, I think. And I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, anyway, let me read. Alright, so I think I'm set on having a diverse set of games to stream. Minecraft check, Undertale yellow check, Deltarune check, Deltarune yellow. Yeah, you're set, dude. You've got games. By the way, Reg, have you thought about inviting server members to help you dig the hole? Normally there, but somebody dropped me into void, losing all my stuff, and still hasn't replaced it because they're too busy napping. That's crazy. Surely not the hit streamer. Surely not. I mean, I have thought about inviting people. It's just, I'd feel bad. I don't know. If I got all the server members online to help me, we'd actually get this done really quickly. Like, could you imagine if we got like 15 people online right now and we had people working up in this section over here just getting rid of all this water, and another team already starting the digging, and then another team over here working on draining this water out, and then just having them all split up amongst the 4 quadrants. Like, we could get some work done. But yeah, we're not gonna be able to do that. I just feel so bad. I feel so bad with how big this project is. I could never ask anybody else to take it on. Now, if Friends Week comes up and I have an opportunity, I may just rope a friend into helping me, and this is all we'll do. But I don't know if that's a good idea. Multiple somebodies. Let's see. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it, Panda. Red Match 2 streams with Sheep. Whip it slap. Sheep B? Oh, we love Sheep. Sheep is cool. I've talked to Sheep on occasion. Where's the British boy? I don't know. It's been a while since we've seen him. Probably busy with his own stuff, but I can't recall the last time I've actually seen Sheep. You look into our DMs, be warned, and don't open on stream because they'll be blinded. Okay. I'm gonna mute the audio so you guys can't hear whatever this is about to be. Oh boy, what is this? What the heck? Wait, did you overlay that background, Swiftu, behind me? Or is that... I... Oh, wow. Okay. That happened. You guys don't need to worry about it. just don't worry about it. There was something there. Gosh. Yeah, that is some deep fake. Wow. Send it to me. Sheep and I talk so consistently nowadays. It's scary how bestie we are. Nice. Somebody said hi for real. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it, Oswald. Get some rest tonight if you can. Take it easy. Hopefully your back feels better soon. And by soon, I mean by tomorrow morning. Jeep and I read each other's mind and agree that we should rob a bank together. I believe it. I would believe it. What did Swifty send you? Share with the class, or at least me? I don't want to subject anyone to that. That was... I mean, honestly, okay. Kind of was debating making a video surrounding that topic, Swiftu. I thought it would be fun. And, I kind of wanted to. But seeing the way that one turned out is making me a little hesitant. That's all I'm gonna say. If Swifty wants to send it to any of you, he can. I will not. I will not push it out to anyone. That's up to him. That was interesting. I mean, it wasn't terrible. Like, actually, I mean, kind of was scary how... I mean, it wasn't me, but it was kind of close to me. It was close enough that if somebody wasn't paying, like, close attention, they may have just assumed, you know? Which is scary. Gosh. I don't... Technology is scary, guys. Technology is scary. Alright. You know, we haven't done anything with Pale Oat. Like, I don't think ever. I kind of want to do something with that, but I don't know what I would do yet. But I do want to do something with Pale Oak. I think that would be cool. Oop. That was a really random thought, but just trust me, okay? Pale Oat. Lads, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I just looked over at my Discord and I see your status, Coral. Is that a Coldplay reference? Kind of sounds like... Oh, which song is that? That's, Yes? Okay, Spiderweb with me in the middle. That's not... What is that one? I don't remember to cause you trouble. Trouble! Yes! I could probably play it, but my finger... I don't know if it's a good idea. Can I play it without my middle finger? That's the question. That was such a good song. I love Coldplay, okay? You guys could get me on a yap session about Coldplay. My goodness. I have been banished to thine shadow realm of advertisements. I'm sorry, Jorby. I'm so sorry. Oh, I did not mean to drop that. Bring out Fortunate Son here. There we go. That's funny. I just happened to look over and I saw it was like Coldplay. I always love your statuses because I know there's the references the songs usually, whether that be Taylor Swift or sometimes other. In this case, it was Coldplay. It's like, oh, sweet. Hello, Al. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully the ads didn't sweep you in with the rest of them. You just got here, and it would be a shame. Oh, this was a bad idea. Okay, I should probably use my shulker boxes here. Okay, yeah. There we go. Boop. 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 There we go. We'll run with that. There we go. I did get ads? Oh, I'm sorry. If I could have it any other way, I would, but Twitch demands a sacrifice. I'm looking forward to YouTube's ad system, because it's so much better. But, it doesn't fix it for anybody that prefers to watch on Twitch. I prefer to watch on Twitch. But I like YouTube just a little bit more sometimes because the ads aren't abysmal. So, I don't know. It's a tough choice. It is a tough choice. I prefer Twitch unless I'm in a car or something. That's fair. Yeah, I will say if I'm in a car and I'm traveling, Twitch doesn't do as good in the car because it live loads. It doesn't preload anything. And so you're getting a lot of buffering and then a lot of missed moments from the stream. Whereas on YouTube, it'll hold your place in the video, so you don't lose what you were hearing at that moment, which is nice. If I did video editing streams though, like a just chatting stream where I can be double productive, that's not a bad idea. If you do that, I would definitely try to figure out exactly what you want those streams to look like and some things that you want to talk about while you're doing it. With streams in specific, it's hard. A lot of time, I'm really bad about this. I need to be more intentional about what I'm doing on stream, instead of just saying, oh yeah, we're just gonna play this Minecraft server today. It's like, you gotta have a plan beforehand, which is what helped me a lot with doing YouTube streams as well. I've had to make titles for my streams, so it forces me to actually plan what I'm doing beforehand. But as long as you know what you're going to be doing on that stream and what you're going to be editing, and what you want to commentate about, whether that be design choices or if you are wanting to talk about something while you're doing the editing and figuring out what the right format would look like, I would encourage you actually to look up some people that are streaming their edits, just to see, you know, what that looks like and if it's something you enjoy watching. Because I believe anybody can make anything entertaining. It's all just a matter of what you know is working and how you can replicate that and put your own twist on it, if you can. But yes, I do think editing on stream would be a good idea. I've done it before. I didn't love it, but I'm thinking about doing it because, like you said, double the productivity. You're doing a stream and you're also getting some editing done. And hopefully it kind of keeps you accountable to the sense of people are watching you do nothing, so they can tell when you're not editing when you say you're gonna be. Whereas if they're watching you actually properly do the edits like you said you would, then, you know, it keeps you accountable is the big thing. See, I'm replacing the placement of the yellow games in my schedule with just chatting editing streams, rematch 2 streams. So we got Minecraft, Undertale, Deltarune, Red Match, and editing. That's sweet. I hope that goes well for you, dude. Seriously. I think you got a solid plan. Just trying to get these guys to go back towards the villagers and the zombies so that they don't take up mob cap or anything like that. Although I don't think they can, they just take up the village spawn cap. So we wouldn't get more iron golem spawning, I guess, but I don't know. It's also kind of about lag. That's the other thing. Go on. There you go. Okay. We're still chilling. We're still hanging in there. I've got about 45 more minutes of today's stream. Or, no. Sorry, 35 minutes. I'm trying to do a 2-hour stream today. I was up late. Like, 2 a.m. kind of late. Or 2 a.m. Sorry. 6:30 a.m. I was talking to PC Gus. And, that was a good time. I enjoy talking to him. He's a good dude. But those longer conversations, they can get a little tiring. And it's not his fault. Let me just say that. I could have left at any time I wanted to. But I was enjoying my conversation with the Cookie Man, so there it is. I was gonna say, there's like a spot in my back that is not releasing. And I'm going to try to force it to release. Just give it 1 second. Okay, let's try the other side too, because it's still not fully released. It released in a different spot, but gosh dang, why won't this one spot pop out? I'm just gonna work on that a little bit. 5 streams a week is the sketch. In what order each stream will be? I'll go with the flow. That's fair. That is so fair. I hope you enjoy it, Jorby. And don't ever be afraid that, like, if you're still early into the commitment of the schedule or into a commitment of one of the games, don't be afraid to say, you know what, I'm not enjoying this right now. I'm going to swap that out for something else for the time being. Don't commit yourself to something and then force yourself to be there and, you know, be unhappy. That's just not it's not a fun thing. I've been there, I've done that, I've lived through it. I'm mostly saying it as a warning. Hopefully you don't fall in that trap too. It's just not... Gosh, I hate it when that happens. I don't know why it's so bad. I turned 21 and suddenly everything is just not working. It's awful. Also, Oswald, thank you for the tax submission. Appreciate it. You're old, face it. Yeah, I'm old. I just hate that I'm old. Reg, did I tell you about my job offer? No, I don't think so. What's the job offer? Telling me my downfall starts at 21. I mean, mine started earlier. When I turned 18 is when a lot of my health issues started popping up. And then when I turned 20, just about, that's when I started taking trips to the doctors a lot. And it turns out a lot of things are wrong with me. Some things still need to be tested, but we kind of forgot about them, and now it's kind of coming back to bite me. Second, I was starting to talk about almost turning 21. Everything else starts hitting all at once. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, you don't got much to look forward to. I'm sorry, Ellen Lee. It's, yeah. I don't know. I think it's gonna be... This might be my best year yet. We'll see. I've still got hope. It's been dashed and stomped on a couple of times, but I still have it. So, this year's my best year yet, okay? Because I've got all the knowledge of all my previous years, and I have a full 365 days of opportunity before my 22nd birthday. So, surely I can work with that, right? Maybe. It's exhausting to talk to people because you're so enjoyable to talk to, and therefore they consume more of your time and the time you would have used to sleep. That's why my sleep schedule's wrecked. Sheep B underscore B. Not gonna lie, that's so fair. That is so fair. I get that. I get that. I would my sleep schedule really started getting messed up when I tried to make friends in the online space, because I realized I just wasn't gonna make friends in real life, just due to location. And so I decided I was going to start making friends online, and that was fine. But they all had, you know, college and terrible sleep schedules anyway as well, so they were up till, you know, 5 in the morning a lot of nights, and it's like I would just stay up with them, which is not fantastic, that's for sure. But I've been doing better lately. I mean, I've been trying to go to bed by 2 in the morning every night, but there have been exceptions to that, of course, like, you know, talking to PC Gus. But I can make exceptions for that when I do good. When I'm not doing good on my sleep, it's kind of like, yeah, I probably shouldn't make an exception today, just because it slowly actually degenerates your brain, and I'd rather not have brain degeneration, you know? That just doesn't sound fun. Okay, welcome back from the emo only. It's like 7 years ago. That's crazy, Coral. What the heck? It's for social media marketing, something I've been good at. Grown 5 Instagram pages from 10,000 followers up to 260,000 followers, and managing rental properties while shadowing the owner of the company. And it pays better than the current job. There's just one small thing. I'd have to move out of the state. I don't know if I want to take it or not. How far away would that put you from your lady friend? That because that is a strain in and of itself. And on top of that, I would highly recommend asking her about it if you do think there's an inkling of a chance you'd take it, and asking her what her thoughts are on it. Because even though you're not married right now and she has no say in it technically, it sounds like you intend to marry her, so you might as well start acting like you're married. In only that instance. In instances where it affects both of you to some degree. Let's see. But that is a really good opportunity. I mean, it's hard to pass something up like that, and it would put you a lot closer to your money goals, I would assume. So, you know, that's an option. But yeah, what you're saying there about her being 13 hours away when she's at college, that's a lot of strain. You'd have to find ways to make that work. I mean, you know, things can work out even... I don't know your physical relationship. I'm not gonna pretend to. But some people are very much, you know, they need to be there physically with you, and, you know, they're all about hand-holding and you know, hugs and kisses and all those things, and that there's nothing wrong with that. Let me just say that right now. But if that's a huge staple in your relationship and how you guys function, then, you know, trying to make that work over, you know, Skype, it doesn't exist anymore, Zoom, trying to make that all work over Zoom would be a nightmare. Or FaceTime. FaceTime is what people use to talk to loved ones. It would be hard. But at the same time, you know, trying to find time around college already is hard. So as long as you can plan, like, okay, I'm gonna come down during the weekend, and we're gonna go do something. We're gonna go out to eat. I'm gonna buy you the best steak dinner you've ever had, and we're gonna make this weekend count. And you do that, you know, every other week if you can, if it's affordable and if it's doable with your work schedule and her college schedule, then it would probably be okay. I don't know. Let's see. Did you? Oh, I fell. I don't know if I want to take it or not. I've got like a month and a half before my downfall starts, y'all. Good luck. Good luck. Because it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit like a truck. I'm so sorry. Posture check from Jorby. Thank you. Chat life hack. If you want the odds to be in your favor for your chat message and specific to be read, send the message and make the emote only. Trust it works. I mean, it does. It makes me actually have to look and see what you're saying. Only 6 hours, but she's gonna be moving to college. She's gonna be 13. I've asked her if she wants me to take it. She doesn't want to hold me back. I'm gonna do it personally. Well, I think I could do it. She's a big physical touch kind of person, and I'm really not, so it might be harder for her to. Regardless, long distance is gonna happen at some point. I see. Yeah, I mean, if you both really love each other, it's gonna be hard, but long distance, you'll be able to survive it. Because I'm assuming she's at least somewhat good at communicating. If she's at least half decent at communication, then you know, she'll be able to tell you like, hey, I really miss you, and I wish you were here. And you can take that as your cue as, I need to figure out a way to get over there so I can go see her. And, you know, let that be. And also be okay with the fact that sometimes you're not going to be able to go. Because work just doesn't permit it, or because, you know, her schedule is so hectic at college, or the finances just aren't there for some reason, you know. There's a lot of reasons why you may not be able to go, and being okay with that. Maximize your holidays, you know, Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Cinco de Mayo. I don't know. I don't know what holidays people celebrate anymore. I don't know what they get off from work. But, you know, all those things. Are you just plotting people's downfalls? No. No, I could never. No, yeah, actually, you know what? Yes, if I can't be happy, no one can. I'm about to become a supervillain. You guys ready for this? National Donut Day? Dude, that sounds fantastic. I didn't know this, but apparently my birthday fell on World Chocolate Day, which is like a huge W. I didn't get any chocolate for my birthday. Now I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I've ever been gifted chocolate. A day off to sit in those Krispy Kreme lines. That's crazy, but you know what? I'm all for it. She's very good at communicating, which is amazing, but because of where her college is, when I buy land, I'll be very close to her. So if it all goes according to plan, it shouldn't be long. Okay. In that case, if you want my opinion, I mean, I haven't looked at the exact numbers, and I don't really need to. From the way it sounds to me, though, you guys would be able to make it work. And I think you should take it, because you could definitely use the boost and the money so that you could go buy land and live out your dreams. I mean, these doors are opening for a reason. And it's up to you on whether or not you're gonna walk through that door. And that's a scary thing, to be the one in charge of your own, I wouldn't say fate or destiny even, but to be in charge of your own future, where it's like you're not being forced into this position, you're actively choosing it. It's a little terrifying because you don't want to choose wrong, but I think in this case there isn't a wrong choice, because in the long run it's probably better that you do take the job, because you'll have more money and you'll get closer to your goals a lot faster. But on the other hand, you know, more time with the girlfriend is kind of nice too, and wouldn't blame you if you decided that you didn't want to work that job. And you may be able to ask the owner of the business if you could wait until she goes off to college, because you'll already be farther away, I'm assuming, at college. So if you just make it like a thing of you both moving, that way it's like, you know, you're there when she's there, and then when she's gone, you know, you can leave too. You may be able to do something like that. I don't know. What are you building? I am building a really big thing. I am digging a hole down to bedrock, and I'm draining all this ocean space. Once we're down to bedrock on all 4 sides, we're going to be building a huge dome, and we're going to be putting skyscrapers inside of it, and then we're going to flood back in the space so that it looks really futuristic and stuff. It's cool. I don't know why, but like the closer friendship-wise I feel towards a person, the easier it is to stick around in their chat. Anyone else get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. The more you talk to somebody, the more invested you are in them. And so naturally the harder it is to... Can you give me space, dude? Thank you. Naturally the more time investment you spend on anybody, the harder it is to get away from them. And I say get away not in a negative sense. Like, getting away from somebody isn't a bad thing. It's just, it's hard to do sometimes, where it's like, I need to get away and, like, actually go do something. I need to step away and get some work done. But it's really hard to do that when insert person here is stalking or whatever. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hey King, did you get a haircut? Was it for your birthday? If you did get one, was it for your birthday? I did get a haircut, yes. I actually got it for a DMV trip, which is incidentally because of my birthday. My license expires on my birthday, so I have to go get that renewed every once in a while. But because I turned 21, it expired this year, so I had to get a haircut and look good for my picture. And you know, I think it looked okay. I don't remember where I put my license. You guys won't be able to... I can't show it to you guys anyway. There's sensitive information on the page, but I'd love to share it with you guys one day. I actually get very good DMV pictures. I don't know how so many people struggle with the DMV. I always look great. At least that's what the old ladies at church tell me, and they're never wrong. Can I, like... There we go. Here's your dab, Dorby. That's why I'm so consistent here, because it's basically just DMs, but there's some partial luck behind getting your message read. To be fair, that's kind of how my DMs are anyway. I try to respond to every message, but I get so many. I feel crappy about it, but I don't respond to every single one of them. As it is right now, there have been people in my life who have been neglected to some degree because I get so many texts and so many DMs on Discord and so many So many just small things. And I feel bad, but I can't respond to them all. And so some of my friendships have suffered just a little. And by just a little, I mean I haven't responded to them in like a year. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay. In my defense, I feel like I'm a little justified on letting that one slip a little bit, but I mean, some people would argue that it's horrible that I let anything slip. My license photo is terrible. My dad made me laugh and they wouldn't let me retake it. That's funny. Look very constipated. My license still has me 5'10" and 100 pounds lighter. Hey, that's, well, maybe that's not great. If you're putting on muscle weight, that's not great. But, you know, you could get away with a crime now. Nobody would think it's you with 100 pounds extra weight, right? I need to retake mine. The old ladies at church are indeed never wrong. Exactly. License photo is just okay. Wait, I'm looking at it now. Never mind, it's terrible. My old license picture, the issue was my face got absolutely washed out by the huge, bright, flashing light. So I just look very, very pale. But, I don't look terrible. My new one, I haven't gotten it actually printed on the card, but I have it on black and white behind me, somewhere underneath my bed covers. Along with my social security number and my birth certificate. So if anyone were to break into my house tonight and try to steal it, it would be right there. If you try to break into my house and steal it tonight, I'd be impressed, because I'm gonna be sleeping in my bed tonight. So like, please don't. It would just be kind of weird. I don't know. I'd rather not feel your hands trying to find my birth certificate and social security number while I'm sleeping. That's just uncomfortable. Anyway, I did get to add some height to my license this time. My dad lied last time, and he just filled out the information as it was already, and I had grown an extra 2 inches. So yeah, I was 5'10" for an extra 4 years longer than what I wanted to be legally. But I am now the correct height. I am 6 foot, so we're good. We're chilling. My mama says I get milkshakes. It's my brother's birthday today. You guys' birthday are only a day apart, so that's cool. Hey, happy birthday to your brother. That's awesome. Milkshakes are good. I have some birthday donuts downstairs that I'm gonna probably eat tonight. I've got like 4 more. I ate 2 today, and then I'm gonna eat 2 tonight, and then I'm gonna eat 2 tomorrow. I'm gonna get fat. That made me laugh. Ladies at church never lie. Never. I mean, they think the ladies are all over me, and I gotta say, maybe they're right, and I just don't know. I'm pretty blind. We've established that. Jeez. Nope. Come on, there we go. So much water. There we go. Alright, I need to drop, like, you? Yeah, okay. Donuts. Donuts are great. They're not right, bruh. What do you mean? I think I have all the riz. I don't understand why people think I don't. Oceans have water, so you know, that's a good point, Mick. They do indeed have water. We have all the riz. Thank you, Oswald. No riz, Nog. That's crazy. You do not have riz for the game. Okay, I did not need to get. Wow. You guys are mean to me, you know that? I could play... Okay, you know what? I could ruin my fingers just like a little bit tonight. What's a song that has like a lot of riz that I could play on the guitar right now? Like, I will show you guys I have riz, okay? My voice is so bad right now. Beans by Kurt Cobain. Hot to Go. H-O-T-T-G. H-O-T-H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Take me hot to go. Gosh, does that really have riz? Like, let's be real here. Does that actually have riz? Dang, my chat is so mean to me. What did I come into? There is a chance. There's a chance what? I can mine with you tonight. Wait, what? Mia's going live at 7:30. I'm actually gonna be wrapping up stream soon. I'm not gonna lie. I did want to quickly just hide. But I wanted to prove I have some amount of riz, so we're gonna pick one song. Most riz song is Entry of the Gladiators. I know that song. It's a good song, but I don't know about riz. Yo, can't hear you right now, but have a good one. Thank you very much, Aiden. Appreciate it. It perfectly describes you. Okay, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Okay, you guys are mean to me. You know, I did nothing to you guys. I'm only nice to you, okay? I am only nice to you people, and then you treat me like this. What the heck? What do we want to play? I want to do one song. Am I wrong? You're wrong. You're wrong. You're just wrong, okay? Let's see. Do rock lobster. We learned from someone. Nah, you have Riz. If you accept my friend request, then and only then you have Riz. You're holding my Riz behind a friend request. That's crazy. Easy song, don't need middle finger. I always need my middle finger. I almost raised it up to show you guys my middle finger, but I was like, that's a bad idea. I don't want to flip you guys off. That's a bad idea. Yeah, let's not do that. I don't think I unfriended you, Jorby. Let's see. I mean, I could do Iris. I mean, I'm just saying. Lurk, unfriend Jorby again. I don't think I've unfriended Jorby ever, but if I did, I haven't even refriended him yet. So, like... Okay. My back popped finally. Okay. I kind of want to plug in, but I don't know if I can get it down. I have a electric acoustic guitar, so it plugs in and all that. But my little clip for the battery pack is a little bust. That was almost a nightmare. I dropped my battery in a really bad spot, but I caught it before. We're good. We're chilling. Okay. I can't hold it down like that. Do I have tape? I don't have tape. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to play it the other way. That's fine. Alright. We doing this? We are doing. Can I? Oh, snap. Okay, we're gonna have to speedrun because of the ads. Okay, the ads are starting in 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do this as quickly as I can, but in a a good way. This is gonna hurt because middle finger. This is the song that I hurt my middle finger on. So, yay. You ready for this? All right. My pick. All right. Oh, there it goes. I tried. I tried to put it there. All right. How was it? That was Iris, sort of. I had to shorten it because of time constraints, but we're gonna be wrapping up stream here. I have so much stuff everywhere. I saw your reflection in the mirror and thought you were a ghost for a second. I'm dumb. You're good. You're good. You're fine, dude. I'm pretty sure you unfriended me. That or you never had me friended, and you recently turned on friend only direct messages. Yes, I did do that. I was getting a lot of DMs from scammers, so I just turned on friend only. Sorry. Let's see. Ellen Lee, thank you. Cookie, thank you. Thank you, Jorby. Thanks, guys. Didn't try, you perfected, bruh. Super happy that I've caught the guitar playing session on stream again. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. My middle finger is not doing hot, but a little smidge wasn't a problem. We're good. We're chilling. We're gonna be raiding somebody. Let me find one person somewhere out there amongst the rainbow. Aha! I think I know who we're raiding. We're gonna raid Pi Samurai. Pi Samurai is a fantastic streamer. I enjoy her stuff. She's a little more hyper than me, but you guys will probably like her. YouTube stream peeps, I'm sorry, but I don't have a home for you. I know, I'm bummed out myself as well. But I appreciate you guys for being here, YouTube. You all are amazing. Thank you so much. I will catch you guys again, hopefully tomorrow. When we're, well, YouTube, I won't catch you guys tomorrow. I'll catch you guys Thursday. So bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, YouTube. Okay, there we go. Bye. There we go. Jeez. My